Well, welcome back once again, my dear viewers. How are you doing today? We're going to continue our Satisfactory Overexplained Let's Play tutorial beginner guide thing. I don't know what this is. This is just me playing a game really at this point, isn't it? But I hope you're doing well. We did a bunch of stuff off stream. Let me just have a look at the load game screen. Yeah, look, we finished here at 33 hours, and my save after I'd finished mucking about was 36 hours. So we've done about 3 hours, almost exactly actually, 44 minutes to 50 minutes, so 3 hours, 5 minutes done off stream. I did do quite a lot. But this game is like that. I don't think we could do everything on stream. It would be a very long play, long videos if we did that. So, what did we do? Well, the first thing I did was I started using look at my little to-do list over on the side here. Looking very nice, I think you'll agree. How can we get into there quick without... Here we go. So, I found this out by accident, by the way, and then I looked it up afterwards, but there is some basic formatting you can do on the to-do list. I put in these little crosses in this way because I'm used to like using Markdown on like GitHub and stuff like that. But yeah, I accidentally figured out if you do like the little square brackets, it turns it orange and it looks like a little check. It's nice. But anyway, so the things with the X's in are the things I did off stream, and then the other things at the bottom are things I thought about that I started writing in. So maybe I think to start today, before we crack on and remember what the heck we were doing, we'll just have a quick talk about some of these things. So sync reinforced iron plates. So that's up on the top of here. Oh, I forgot we got jetpack, haven't we? My favourite. So we can go jetpacking again. I had to move this guy a little bit, so we moved him backwards a little bit just to make some room so I could fit in a sink exit here. So now that he's full, he's going to be spewing out spares down here into the sink. So that's good. And this is all in an attempt to try and like balance out this power usage, right? Because I know we've got absolutely ludicrous amounts of power by this point. Look at the difference between the production and the capacity. Now, geez. We did have 3,900 at the end of last time, and I've demolished all of the old power, so we'll go and have a look at that in a second. Power spikes was the next thing on my list. Hang on, accessibility nightmare. It's quite hard to read that list, isn't it, when it's not focused like this. Power spikes, so I went around the whole place. I still couldn't find all of them. I don't know. There was a few machines I found that had yellow lights on, including that reinforced plates one up there. And I did a lap of everything, trying to see what was stalling and what wasn't. I think there was a couple of things. What did I find? What was wrong? There was something like, oh yeah, we talked about it last time. There was these guys in here, the smelters, not here, the one up the top for the motor factory. The smelters were all on yellow lights, and it's because my maths had been wrong for how much iron we needed, and those smelters were all still set on the wrong settings. I didn't think to check that last time. What a wally. But we did check that out and fix that. But yeah, I couldn't quite figure out all of the power spikes, so they're still going up and down a little bit, but yeah, I can live with it. Move motor storage to front. So yeah, we did that. I've moved the storage box. Oh no, it's not even up here. Why did it come up here? It was at the back of the factory. But oh look, you can see we've got, they're coming this way. They're all stopped actually. I need to sync them, don't I? Oh, that'll be one of the reasons my power's still fluctuating. So they're coming down and getting fed. Where do they go? They go across the top here. You can just about see it. There's a conveyor here, goes across there, comes down into here. So here's our box of motors. It's only a small box because I couldn't fit a big one. And maybe I'm going to regret that. But it's into the dimensional storage for now. And that's all grand. I can't remember if I left another big box behind it. We're not going to need that many motors. But I need to add this onto my list now so I remember to do it. We need to like sink spare motors. I might already be doing it actually. I did put a sink up there, so maybe just the belt's full. And there's not for me to worry about right now. Bin the old power station and increase biomass. I did start having to use sort of like shorthand because I ran out of characters, which is quite annoying that there's a character limit on this, or it's quite annoying that there's such a small character limit on what is essentially a text field that can definitely scroll up and down, because it does when you add to-do list stuff. Like look, if I can look at this and go like this to see those things at the bottom, why can't I just have like twice as much text? I don't understand. Don't understand some of these decisions, lads. So all of this has been gutted, look, all gone away, freshly tidied up, ready to deal with hopefully liquid biofuel when we get to that point. So what I've done is I've set up each of these now. So we got an alien protein to biomass, leaves, wood, mycelia. So all of those are set up. to pump into there. This guy's got loads of biofuel ready to go. So hopefully we might be able to drop the what's the word I'm looking for? The assets we need here to create our liquid biofuel when the time comes. Store resin was next on the list there. So that was where I called it petroleum coke a few times in the last episode, but the weird blue little gems that come out of, where is it? These little guys, these blue things. I wanted to keep some of these because you can use some of them for some of the tech trees, and then you can also use them to like manufacture some stuff. So I've just put a box there before the sink just so we can keep some of that for doing some of that stuff. I did a hypertube to our plastic production, so we're going to have a look at that. I also bio depot. Oh, there, that was me. I've just put a dimensional depot on the biofuel. We've got the solid biofuel being made, so it's always in our box. So that's, you know, for our jetpack, it's really handy now. We're not going to run out. We can just grab a stack out of here if we need it. But let's go and have a quick look at our hypertubes. Oh, I've started building a big floor here. I forgot about that one. So this was me just like trying this out to see what it felt like. I'm thinking like this is going to be like a big factory area, and we might end up, you know, we talked last time about having some transport, maybe trains go around the outside, and if we do that, you know, bringing stuff here and having a big area where we can build things with all of the stuff that we're bringing in, it's something I've never really done before, unbelievably, and so we might try and do a bit of that. But here's our tube to the plastic and rubber. I'm just going to take it. It's a nice one, nice little ride. And look, we get to preserve all this nature for the guys underneath. Very conscientious pioneer I am. So yeah, everything's going here. We did talk a little bit last time about the power station. I just wanted to make sure that it was fine, and it was. There was nothing going wrong there. It was just taking a little while to settle into working once we'd unclogged the resin. But yeah, there we go. So I also did, I haven't written it on here, I did a whole bunch of exploring, and over this way, I'll give us a pro tip, definitely. Over that way, if you want to get some slugs, there's like a giant slug lake. There's just a lake that's just got millions of them. It was amazing. So we did get loads of those. I also found a good bunch of Mercer spheres on the way as well. Once I'm out of here, we'll have a look. I hate you can't look at your inventory when you're in a hypertube. It's silly. I'm allowed to look at the parts list, but I can't sort my inventory. What? Where did I put them? Oh yeah, look, I've got 20. So we've got a whole load, and I remember thinking I could unlock one of the upgrades for the dimensional depot. So we're going to do that probably as a first order of business, since we've looked at all the stuff we did between episodes. So I'm just going to delete all this now. Let me just look. Reinforced blades, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we talked about all of that. It's gone. Okay, so first on the list for today was get a portable depot. We're probably going to add some other stuff to this list before we decide that's the list for today, because it ain't. There's definitely another thing or two I want to do. We've got a hard drive to scan. Oh, we've got one scanning at 91%, so that'll be done in a minute. Great. We look at alien technology though. We should have everything we need to do this. Oh, curses. This was the other reason, because I'd gone round and I'd found some crash sites and stuff like that. I'd got a few more computers that I just found. So I've got enough to unlock this now, which is great. So that's one of the important parts that means we can actually get this now. And we can start making circuit boards soon, which will mean we can unlock this production amplifier. So that might be something we try and do today before we go too far ahead and unlock like phase 3 quest items. So I don't want to get into that yet. We need to go slow, make sure we're producing everything that we can before we go too far forward, I think. So cool. We need to get some more SAM fluctuators. I don't think I've got any in my inventory. Let's have a quick look. SAM fluctuators 0. All right, cool. I've got a place where we can make them. So, alternative recipe. Where is it? Usually it pops up on the screen, doesn't it? Is it the bottom one? It must be. Yeah, we might start looking at some of these soon, because we need to. They can really help. You know, I think we haven't been thinking about it, because you know, what was one I saw recently? You know, things like this alternate iron pipe. So you can make steel pipes out of just iron, so you don't need to use coal anymore. You can just use iron to make steel pipes, which is kind of awesome. And if you get some of these combined with, there's another one I've seen before, which is like iron wire, so you can make wire out of iron. And then suddenly I can make stators out of iron instead of copper and steel, which is, you know, in itself, that saves a lot of time. Like, steel is a very common resource. You find it everywhere. So, yeah, there's bound to be some cool stuff in here that we can make use of. Oh, look, there's iron wire. Oh, we might have to do that, because things like making those status is something we need to do more and more and more as we go through. Let's scan another hard drive, though, so we can just at least start. While that's starting, let's head down to our steel production, because down there we've got the stuff we need to make a few more sand fluctuators. So hopefully, what the heck, that was a much bigger jump than I meant to do. It's quite tricky to get the timing. You either do a very early jump or a very late jump, but we're good. Right. I'm hoping I left everything I needed at the place, or we might have to go and get some SAM, or reanimated SAM, or whatever it's called. I did think about dressing these big factories off camera as well, but I ran out of energy by then, and I'd already done 3 hours, and I was like, nah, that's enough. It's enough, lads. Right, where did I put my little... Where is the little thing I'm thinking about? Is it over here? Yes. So this is my little station for creating sound. Oh, well, look at this. I already got a bunch of it. Oh, well, that makes me happy. We'll just take that for now. Put those in there. I don't think we need to make any more then. And I've got a MAM right here. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we've got everything we need, lads. Wait. Oh, no, other research is being conducted. Oh, I forgot about that. If you send off... If you put a hard drive in, you have to arbitrarily wait 10 minutes. Good one, game designers. Good one. I don't know why you have to wait 10 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. I'd like someone to explain that to me. But right. Okay, so much for that idea. Let's... we'll head home again, and we'll go and look at our computer, and we'll think about the different things we want to do. We already talked about doing... some circuit boards today, so that might be our main project, is setting that up. But I'd like to just have to give myself a quick refresher on some of the other stuff that's going on, so we can try and maybe keep that in mind and contextualize what we're going to build. Oh, lost a lot of momentum there. Maybe I should add another entrance onto that one. Right, come on. What we got? What are you saying? What are you saying, hub? Logistics Mark IV. That is quite a handy one to have for sure. Fluid packaging also really handy. Alright, 300 encased industrial beams is a lot. That's cool. We can do these. So maybe our next 2 projects, let's just make a note of this. So I'm going to leave get that there, because I want to get the portable depot, and we mustn't forget to do that today. We'll also add in circuit factory, and then we'll add in a biofuel factory, a liquid biofuel factory, because that's what I'd like to make. It's just so good. It works so well in the backpack. So I think let's put this as our one to aim for right now, or shall we? Now let's do logistics first. Already got 100 of those. 400 modular frames. That's like 8 stacks, man. That's a lot. We'll grab those from here. Oh my god, I don't even have that much to grab. Damn. Oh, that's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? I'll have to raid the storage. Oh, curses, I've only got 100 in there. Okay, well, this might take a bit longer than we thought, eh? I thought I'd be ready to just do that. Okay, we're 50 short, so we'll have to just leave that for now, I think. Let's raid our encased industrial beam storage as well, then. That should be exactly enough, and we can let that refill again. Hopefully we're not going to need to use any of those for a while. Regrets, lads, regrets. We've raided the dimensional depot when we shouldn't have. Rubber. Right, here we go. Let's get that sent off. Oh no, can't get it sent off. I need the last 50. Can we craft them? What do you need to craft them? That's the wrong crafter. I need 50. I can make 100 apparently. Oh, that's slow, isn't it? Even if it's making 2 at a time. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Do we sit here and watch it? I don't think we do. I think we'll come back. That's going to take way too long. Not boring. I've resolved to myself that we're not doing the pausing thing anymore because I'm convinced it's going to break the it's going to break a recording one time, and I'll go to look afterwards and it won't work, and I'll be like, nuts. That's like 2 hours of stuff. Terrible. Okay, so instead, let's get cracking on a circuit factory. So let's have a look at our circuits. You know, by the time we've finished looking at these, we might even have enough modular frames to get started. So circuit boards need copper sheets and they need plastic. So we've got a ton of plastic being made over in our new place that we've just made. Well, I say a ton. It's not that much. I think we're probably making... Well, in fact... How does... hang on, I didn't need to do that. If we do this, doesn't this show me the rate? Yeah, so we've only got one refinery making plastic at the moment. So I didn't expand that. We did talk about maybe expanding that. And I think this might be a case for us to do it. So we'll go and expand that refinery and we'll double it up so that we're making twice as much plastic and twice as much rubber. Should be able to do it. There's another impure oil node there. It should be perfect. We can run a bit of power off of it if we want as well. So that'll be quite useful. We'll have plastic. I mean, we could even try... If we get the next tier, we can start trying to bottle some of the fuel, maybe. I can show you how that, we can do a bit of a test to see how, like, regular fuel compares to biofuel. That might be quite fun, actually. So, but we definitely need more plastic to make circuit boards at this rate. You know, we don't have to make circuit boards at this rate. We could reduce them by a third. And then now that would use exactly the plastic we're crafting. We're creating, but then it means we've got none for storage for when we might want to use it for building buildings and things like that. So, yeah, puzzle. We need to think about this for sure. Okay, and I know I'm going to need some encased industrial beams if I'm going to go and build some more refineries. So we're going to hop back down, do a quick trip down to the factory, grab some stuff. The other thing that was on my list, actually, that between episodes list that I forgot to mention was that I did actually put... I did put more map markers on, and I've sort of coloured them so that we've got plastic and rubber here because it's blue for plastic. There's our oil power, it's orange for the colour of fuel. Just set those up just so I can see where they are on the map at a glance, because it does bug me sometimes because when I look I'm like, where was the factory again? So it's just handy to keep tabs on things. What are we coming for? The encased industrial beams. Where are they now? This one? Oh, look at all these. Delicious. Take a couple of stacks of those just so we're ready. Don't run home, Rob. Get in the pipe. What are you doing? Come on. Right. Now we should be able to go and extend that. So first order of business then, we're going to extend that plastic and rubber production. We haven't got anything that's actually using rubber just yet. But I'm not bothered about that. We'll sink excess, get some tickets, it's fine. But in my experience, actually, when I think about it, the rubber doesn't get used that much until you start getting some of the... There are, again, like quite good alternate recipes that mean, you know, for making circuit boards, you use rubber instead of plastic and stuff like that. So that is kind of handy. Although, in that sort of case, I'm not sure it's that useful because you can make plastic and rubber... You make plastic and rubber from the same stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a very minor difference, like in how much... what's this purple stuff called again? Heavy oil residue. How much of that they output and stuff. So I'm not quite sure I fully figured out if or what the benefit might be for that. Right. So if we're going to double this up, how do we do it? Hey? Luckily, I think the template we've used is quite small, and we can actually repeat this. We're going to have to get rid of this sink, or maybe not actually. Look, the oil's over here. How many buildings do we need? 1 extractor, 3 refineries, and then a power station. I think we can do this without deleting stuff. That's my challenge. We're going to do it without deleting anything. Let's see. Is that not higher up? I'm confused by how... Maybe there's just one little bit of land here that's poking through. Oh yeah, that is all it is. I thought my eyes completely misread that perspective then, but that's fine. Okay. Let's get ourselves maybe... Oh, no, not this screen. I hate that. Remember a while ago, I'm in a proper moaning mood today. Remember a while ago, we talked about when you come to this screen, your build screen, if you press space, it goes into search, which is really handy. But what's annoying is like none of the other screens work like that. You just jump while you're on that screen. which is also useful in its own way, right? Like this is useful now because it means I can float, and if I want to just quickly switch, I don't know, switch to get this equipped so I don't fall down, and I can do that. But it is a bit annoying. I'd like it to be consistent. I'd like to be able to search easily on all the screens, or jump easily on all the screens. Which is it, Coffee Stain Studios? Right. Get my bearings. Get a tower out. And we'll just do a super quick little build here to get ourselves some more plastic and rubber production. So first order of business is an oil extractor. He's there, lovely. So maybe we'll make him face this way. Just trying to think how we'll lay it out. I'll face him that way. Yeah, I don't think that works. We'll face him this way. We'll then put... can I fit both the refineries here? That'd be really good if I could. So I think we could probably fit these two like this. Come on. What's it encroaching? I hate that things can't go through a bloody tower. I understand you can't put two production buildings inside each other. Fair. Like, that makes sense. Exploit hell. But if I can put a bloody conveyor belt like this through a building without any issue, I can just do that if I want. You should be able to do the same with a lookout tower, don't you think? Stupid game. Anyway, we've got our first two refineries up and running, so that's cool. We need one more refinery to deal with the outputs. Oh god, why am I... So let's think about this. Yeah, about there's fine. Oh, there's still a little... Get rid of that guy. So these guys... So let's think. This guy's gonna just make plastic. This guy is gonna make rubber. We'll just do exactly the same as we did the setup before. And this guy is impure, right? I didn't check for sure. But yeah, 60 a minute. So that's fine. So we'll be using all of that. These guys are going to be making, what is it, 30 heavy oil residue between them, I believe. Where's my pipes? There we go. So we'll get one of these little guys down. Where do I put him? Right in the middle? A little bit forward? A little bit forward, I think. Oh! Ouch. Right, there we go. And then we need the outputs for these guys. The only thing is that I need to... Ideally, I'd want to, like, sync them all up, wouldn't I? Like, send the outputs from these guys over there so that all the outputs are in one place together. But maybe I don't. We'll just do two separate boxes. One of the challenges, see, I've never really figured out how to do is if you have a place like this that's just producing all my plastic and rubber in the moment, right? How do I distribute the stuff from here to maybe more than one place? Like, I can set up a tractor that'll come and get some plastic and take it to a factory, fine. But if I've got like hundreds of plastic here and I want to take some of it to one factory, some of it to another factory, I'm not really sure how to set that up properly. I guess you could do it. And the reason I don't know how to set it up is because the truck stops get emptied completely. I guess you'd have to just set up more than one truck stop. Oh yeah, that is how I'd do it. Alright, we might end up having to do that today anyway, because we'll be ferrying some of the plastic from here, probably towards that big flat area that we started building, to see if we can, transport it to build our, whatchamacallit factory. What's it called? Why is my brain failing? Circuits, that's the one. I've written it on the side there. Anyway, let's, how did I do this last time? I think I made one higher than the other, and since this guy's on the furthest edge, we'll make him 2 clicks up. We'll give both of these guys... why am I doing this? Do I need to do this? No, I don't need to do that. We're not going to be sort of making a fancy line of these or anything like that. Just trying to think... where do we put... Before I get too much into that, hang on. Let's do the next part. We're going to get a power station down. So he can just go here. Doesn't need to be anything fancy at all. Are we kind of in line? That feels kind of in line. There we go. And then out of this guy, we're going to need to do just one of those. That's our fuel going straight into the power station. Lovely. I think I just need to tune this down a little bit. So you're going to be making residual fuel, I guess is how you should say that. Residual. I don't even need to do this. I could just pump all of the fuel over to the other one. Right? We could do that. Can't be bothered. We'll leave it. It's good. It looks nice. Now we've got two little sort of power stations. Alright, so he's set up. These are connected. We just need to now do a couple of storage boxes. No, actually, I'm going to ferry it all the way over. Let's see what I've set up over here. See if... What's my brain thinking? So this is the smart splitter that outputs the excess. So what I could really do with is just before both of these, we'll have a merger. Oh, it's not going to let me put it there. That's really sad. Okay, fine. So we're going to have to come up with a clever solution for this. So what I'm going to do is probably put a merger just before the smart splitter on both of these. And then I'll bring their stuff over here and just join it into that smart splitter. They'll get dumped into the boxes or into the sink and the dimensional depot, so that's fine. So the tricky part is getting another one of these boxes. You can't attach them directly to each other, which I always find a little bit annoying. What we'll do, just as a sort of hack that I like to do, is if we just do this. So we've got now a nice little thing right in front of him. We can now connect a conveyor belt just to that. And now I can put a merger here. So we'll just do the merger like that, I think. And leave him there. It's already connected, which is fab. I'm just trying to think, what are the numbers we're making? 20 of each, I think. 20 each and 20 plastic and 20 rubber. That's the wrong one. Yeah, 20 plastic, 20 rubber. So maximum of 40 a minute coming through. So that's not too bad. No need to worry about that one. Let's get you, put you here. Wait, which way is he pointing? The wrong way. Which way are you pointing? Oh, you're pointing the right way. That's fine. Is he lined up with that other one? It looks like they are lined up. We're just going to leave it and not think about it too hard, I think. But there we go. And now we can make... hang on. Which box is which out of these? Plastic this side. And which one are you? You're rubber. So you're going into the first box. The only thing is now, this looks like it's not going to reach. Like it's going to go work. Oh no, it did work. We can even go that side if we want. So I'll put him in there. And you can come into this one. It's clipping a little bit there. What if you go into this one? Nice. Nice, nice. So there we go. Plastic's coming into this merger, getting sent into there. Rubber's now coming. So we should still see, yeah, they're flowing through. Gravy. What about this? What about these guys? Come on. Show me the plastic. Is it coming through here? Yeah, I saw one. There they go. And they're going into the box still. So cool. That's all working. I don't need to worry about that. So let's just get these outputs hooked up to send over that direction. Let's think about this. We use our favourite little conveyor bus blueprint. Pop one of those there. How far? Maybe, do I take it across like this? And then that way? I think we do. Or do I just wrap it around the side of here? Decisions. Why am I finding that such a hard one? Let's try them out about here. I'll have another one. Maybe here. Another one here. And another one here. Now hopefully that's going to be nice for us to do some nice right angled conveyors. And it should all just link up lovely. You can go to there. You can go to there. Didn't do him in right angled mode. Amateur. Come on. There we go. Hey, what's going on? Are they not straight? Oh no, he's in the total wrong place. How did I manage that? So he should be here. You probably need to be a bit further along. for it to do a nice right angle. So we'll put you there. That'll do. Clonk, clonk. Right, and then for this bit, so the plastic is the bottom level. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad at all. That one looks less good, but we'll leave it just so they're like sort of from above. They'll look pretty nice and like they're on top of each other. Do you know what I mean? So it looks quite tidy. That'll do. That'll do. So there we go. That's all that hooked up. We just need to give them some power. So let's do that. I was about to say let's do that real quick, but as you may have noticed by now, nothing in this game is actually real quick, like ever. Where are the power connectors? Over here. So I've got one up there. I might have to get rid of these trees. Where's our chainsaw? Right, so you got power connector there. Where's yours? Must be around the other bloody side. Oh, it is. How annoying. They've got a bunch up there. Tell you what, in the interest of time, we're going to just do it the lazy way today. And then I'll try and come back and tidy it up some other time. Just want you working, please. Right, he's connected up, right? Great. He's green and going. So that's cool. We'll just, we're going to leave this and just trust it to carry on doing what it's doing. We'll come and check it when we come back in a little while. But hopefully... Oh, hang on. I can't just say that. I've got to just look. I just need to check the belts and things. Let's just see. So, his output going there. Going onto this belt, going over that way. This going the same way. These guys are both connected up. They're making 10... And wait. Oh, what is this? What recipe have I picked here? I picked the wrong one. We need to do that one, please. There we go. So he's making 10 heavy oil residue a minute. This guy's making 20, which is 30. This guy is going to take 30 and turn it into fuel. This guy also, I think, what does he want? 20 per minute. Oh no, each one of these takes 20 per minute, doesn't it? Yeah, here it is. So that's fine. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We're done. I am going to just leave it now. We're going to walk away, forget about it. We'll come and check it again when we start building circuits, just to make sure it's working, because we'll have to come over and build a truck station anyway. Okay. Whoop. Well, we should definitely have the materials now to unlock our logistics Mark IV. Then we can have a look at the biofuel, see if we can unlock that as well. My phone keeps making a weird noise, which is annoying. I'm gonna just mute it so it stops doing that. Right. Let's go and unlock this stuff at the hub. Wait. I'm not going to raid my dimensional depot again. Let's just see. We should have some in here. We might not, though, because it might have been filling the dimensional depot the whole time. Yeah, looks like it has been. Wow. So, modular frame production. We need some more modular frames, I'm thinking. It definitely feels that way. Right. Off you go. Literally got one left. But donk. Logistics Mark IV. Now, of course, that's given us some nice, tasty new treats. Conveyor belt Mark IV. Transports up to 480 resources per minute. And this was interesting because it uses our our encased industrial beams to be created. Same for a conveyor lift. What else did we get that was new on that tier? There was one more thing, wasn't there? Oh, truck. There you go. We might set up a truck as our first thing. The only thing is, I think the reason I dislike using the truck is it's just more expensive to run than a tractor. And if I'm not filling a tractor, then there's no point me running a truck instead, I don't think. But they do look cool. Hang on, let's see if we can build one real quick. Can I build you? Oh, look at them. They're chunky and good. They look really good. So, they are cool. They are cool. Much bigger storage. But yeah, we'll play with those in a little while. So, let's also get now our portable depot, because this is finished. That is really good. Oh, interesting. Alternative recipe for heavy oil residue. Interesting. Can't think of a use case for that at the moment, but that's kind of good. Right, so while we're here, I am going to take some of this stuff and probably and use it. Like, choose them right now. Like iron wire, I think that just seems too good to not take. So we're going to take that now so that we've got that. We're also going to take, what did we see as well? The steel, the iron pipes. Right, where was that? Here. Also really good. No, not rescan. Whew. I clicked the wrong thing there. This one seems interesting. Steeled frame. Steel pipes are harder to make, right? Than the normal recipe uses rods, which are so easy to make. But I suppose if you can make steel pipes out of iron directly, then maybe that's better. Because it uses fewer reinforced plates, which is kind of cool. And it does make 3 per minute instead of 2 per minute. So I can see the benefits of it. But this iron pipe seems very good to me. So I want to take him. Because I know we're going to need to make more stages soon. And that will help significantly in that. And let's just have a quick look through. We got anything else? Deuterium wire. A cheap silica. Iron alloy ingot sounds quite good. Because I guess with these ones what you get is like, you just get a much higher turnaround. Because normally the iron is like 1-to-1, so 40 ore would get you 40 ingots. But for this, you're putting in 50 items and getting 75 out. That's pretty cool. So that's a much higher rate of production. That could be very, very useful. Especially then if I'm starting to use things like iron pipe recipe and things like that. So I might actually just take this one now. That also seems really good. Well, you do need copper for it, which is a little bit harder to get than iron. What else we got? Bolted iron plate. So what's the difference on this one? Oh, just a lot more stuff. Yeah, it makes 3 times as many. Wow. So it's 3 times as many iron plates, slightly more screws, and then you get less output. I don't quite understand why you'd take that one. That's a weird one. But anyway. I was hoping there'd be something that would be more in line with, like, some of the stuff we've got at this tier, but maybe, I'm not sure how the unlocks work, but they must be related to like how far you are through the game, because you don't see the ones for the later stuff until you get to that point of the game sort of thing, so there must be something like that going on behind the scenes. Anyway, we didn't do what I meant to do, which was unlock Dimensional Depot Portable Edition. Manual Depot Uploader, to give it its full name. Enables uploading from the inventory. Get in. And since I'm carrying a lot, I'm trying to figure out, I think it's probably worth us spending some of this to increase the stack size. You need this reanimated SAM, or SAM fluctuators, sorry, for like almost everything in this tree. And you need hundreds of them at a time. So soon we'll want to try and automate this. But for now, I just want to increase the stack size because I'm conscious that we got close to our stack size limit. So this is going to increase it to 300%. You can see it says it here. So that means we can have 3 stacks worth of items, I think. It must be. Yeah, because we're on 2 stacks at the moment. But this will let us have 3 stacks per item. This one increases the upload rate instead. So at the moment we're on 30 per minute, and this will double it to 60 per minute. So it's like, it's hard to choose sometimes, like which one is better, because what's more effective? Maybe the upload speed is better. I'm not going to be doing any giant projects, and if I am, I come to the boxes to get stuff. So let's go for this one for now. I'm going to take one of these. I want to. So there we go. It's done. No more thinking about it. It's committed. But let's just test out now. Now we've got our portable uploader. So how it works is, look, you've got this little bit here where I can drop things, and they will get uploaded to my dimensional depot. So, for example, these little gas bombs, I can drop them here now, and they'll just get taken off. How cool's that? I think it's really cool. I can put these guys in. I can get rid of these guys. It's good for when you've got little bitty things that are clogging up your inventory, essentially. That's what I like it for. So let me just go here. Oh, this was the other part about this upgrade to the biofuel thing that I'd done, was I've just changed it so now there's just a single box that we put everything in, and splitters do the rest of the work for us. So I can just now easily drop in a bunch of stuff and not worry about it. Alien protein is really good, but I think I want to hang on to it in case we want to use it for healing items. What we didn't talk about is down here, look, it just ticks through these items, and very confusingly it works sort of like the opposite way to how a storage box works. So it just takes whatever is the like leftmost item instead of whatever the rightmost item is. Ugh, they love being inconsistent, these guys, but there we go. I was going to just say, yeah, they just upload quite quick. You can see how fast they're going. And once they're gone, they're gone. The other thing that's quite handy is when your inventory is full, what am I going to be full of? Just as a practice, this probably. If you put something that's full, I don't know if you just see that there, there's like a little exclamation mark on it that shows it is full, but it still counts. This still gives you like a few free inventory slots, essentially, right? So now that I've put these here, I can still fill up this. So you get 5 extra inventory slots just for having this thing, even if it can't upload them. So anyway, that's it. There's not much more to it than that, but it's just quite a handy way of getting rid of clutter from our pockets. Right, have a quick look at this. We can start getting into some of this stuff now as well. But I think maybe we park this for another episode. There's so many things to tinker with here. Yeah, I need to find some hard drives for these, look. But I've never used the hot turbo fuel. Maybe we can look at that at some point. Smokeless powder. Very cool because you get to make explosive rebar, get a cooler gun. So we'll definitely be doing this at some point. We can get some inventory here. Oh, wait a second. I can get +1 hand equipment slot right now. Have we got any, what's that stuff called? Black powder? Nope. Doesn't look like. No. Okay, we got ingredients for that somewhere. Oh wait, maybe I've got those in here. Let's have a look. Oh, in fact, I can just go and try and craft. Which bench is it? This one, I think. Oh, look, I can make 200. Beauty. How many did we need for that thing? Sorry. I never add it to the to-do list, do I? We need 100. Alright, we're going to just craft them real quick. A little bit tedious. It's worth having an extra hand slot, I think, anyway. Come on, 50. It didn't take long to get to 50, look. We're fine, we're nearly there. Right, that'll do. Get you turned in. Boom. Nice. So the rest of it we'll just park for now. We will come back to it. Maybe I should just make a little note on it. Oh, good spelling, dude. Turbo fuel for show. So we'll come back to that. What have we got on this one? Crystal oscillators. I have got them on the list already somewhere, I think. Yeah, automate AI limiters and automate crystal oscillators. So those are two things we can make at the moment. We still haven't made machines to make them. Crystal oscillators we can't until we get a manufacturer, which is the next level of sort of constructor assembler. So we can't automate those yet, but we could automate AI limiters. So I might have to have a look at that. Blueprints. What was I going to do with blueprints? I probably just wanted to look to see if there was anything I wanted to do do like a manifold refinery setup or something like that, but I don't think it'll fit in the blueprint designer. They're too tall. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was thinking with that one. Make a weapons factory. I'd like to automate it so that we've got bullets for the gun being created automatically, in the stun bullets I mean specifically, and also making nobelisks automatically would be amazing. It's a bit hard to do some of the other stuff, like so the gas nobelisks, I was using those while I was doing some adventuring just to try them out because I've never really used them before, but they need biomass, and you know there's no way to fully automate biomass, so that always puts me off using it because they're always going to need some manual intervention. Plus those gas nobelisks were not as cool as I thought. I tried them out on the, you know, the little what do you even call it, little boiled egg, fried egg things with that spit out the bees. Those things, I thought it would like kill them, but it just didn't. One gas thing doesn't kill them. They just sit in a load of gas for like 3 minutes and then they're fine. I think it probably does weaken them a bit, but yeah, it didn't really seem cool. And other enemies just run away from it, so it's a bit like, oh, poison gas is a bit of a what, bit of a meh. I just thought you could probably just build like trap a creature inside like a box, couldn't you, if you just built some walls around it real quick. Reminds me of Tears of the Kingdom shenanigans. But anyway, let's have a look now. Not bothered. What was in here? These ones we want to come back to, that's fine. High-speed connectors we could start making now. I've actually got enough stuff to get some of this. Power switch. I'm tempted to do the power switches. Connection between two power grids, because I think what it does is it separates, it literally separates the grids. So if you wanted to, you can go around and put power switches on like all of your individual factories, and then you can, when you're trying to ascertain like where power spikes are, you can see by just looking at those individual power grids. So it's kind of useful if you're a bit particular about that stuff like I am. Some of this stuff we need to try and do as well, like making gas masks and gas filters could be quite useful, and we will need them later, because you need to do some more serious stuff so we can deal with like radiation and stuff. Oh, gets complicated, lads, gets complicated. Right, have I got another hard drive? No, I do not. Okay, one thing I want to do just before we go anywhere else. I'm just going to make a few bullets. And I'm going to craft a few stun ammo, just so I've got some, in case we end up like going off the beaten path and I need to fight something. Just want to be sure that I've got some ammo in my back pocket. But cool. Now then, I guess we're going to just look at circuits. We'll get our circuits manufactured. I think that's the first thing I want to do today. We've got fluid packaging to unlock as well. Oh yeah. Let's do circuits first. We might even do AI limiters as well today. And then we'll figure out fluid packaging and stuff next time. Then we can come on to this stuff, you see. Well, I'm trying to save that though. I want to make sure that we are going slow and catching up on some of the stuff. You know, because if, like I've said before, if we look at... It's not the right screen, Rob. If you come to this, you know, your O key opens up this screen. And we look at our list of stuff. This is semi in the order that you unlock them, by the way. So if you go to the bottom, it'll always be the newest stuff at the bottom. But you know, we've got rubber, plastic being created now. Circuit boards we haven't done, so we sort of skipped over those. Petroleum coke, not interested. But you know, we've got automated wiring being made, motors being made, encased industrial beams. Stators on their own. First time I played this, I did make sure I had a stator factory, but you don't need a stator factory. I would build those in situ for the factories that use them. That's just how it seems to work. I haven't completed this, remember, by this point, so I'm not sure if that's a good advice long term, but you never need them. Just in the same way, you know, when I build like a particular building, I need motors or I need plastic, but stators are never, you never use them for that. So yeah, it doesn't seem that important. SAM fluctuator I definitely want to automate as soon as I can, just so we've got a good supply of that for upgrades. But again, that's another thing that we can't do yet. Like if we look here, you can see there's an option missing, produced in blank, comma, crafting bench. That's where the manufacturer will go. You know, we're crafting all of this stuff. Crystal oscillators, not making, not automated. AI limiters, not automated. Black powder, not automated. And I do want to get some of that automated as well. I think that's ties into our little weapons factory goal I've written in the side there. But okay, so maybe today then that is going to be the plan. We'll try and do circuit boards just to get them up and running, because we will need to move them around and bring them to places where they need to build computers and stuff like that as we go on. And probably the AI limiters, because again, they're another core component that we will need to bring to some manufacture. But then again, AI limiters is one of those ones again where I'm like, do you? I'd like to automate it, so I've always got some in my pocket because they're useful for building. But again, I would be tempted to say sometimes you should just make them wherever your factory is, unless you've got a really good transport network, which I've never successfully created myself. Anyway, enough yakking. Let's get back down to where we were creating, where we're making our plastic, and we'll think about setting up a little factory for making some circuit boards. Now, the only thing I think we need is we need copper sheets, right, to make circuit boards. I've had some good alternate recipes for circuit boards before. So what we need to do, what have I just scanned for then? Not the right thing. Let's scan again. So have we got any spare copper around here? So here's our plastic factory. Sometimes, I'm just going to point this out, sometimes these icons go green like this and I have no idea why they do that. I think it's a bug of some description, but it does happen. So we've got a spare, oh, that's the one back at home. That's spare up there. I know there was one up here, but this isn't feeling too great. So maybe we're going to just, oh, this is going to get big if we do it this way. I do want to make the circuit boards quite close to the plastic. And I've got quick wire up here. So I'm trying to, and I know there's a copper up here as well. Where else have we got copper? There was copper down here somewhere that we did end up tapping into. Let's go and see that and see how much is being used. Eventually we do get some technology that lets us see the resource nodes on the map, which is incredibly useful. Because it does seem a bit inconsistent. Like sometimes you scan and I know there are some there, but they don't always show up for some reason, even though I'm sure I'm close enough. I'm not sure how it works. It's almost like maybe there's a limit on how many it can show at one time or something. Okay, so this is is this a pure node? Oh, no, it's just a Mark II miner. So we could take some steps. We could do something like we could overclock this, because it's not too far to get over to there. You know, we could always actually just set up our circuit board factory here, in this bit that we've, you know, we said this was going to be like a mini sort of building area, and we haven't actually done much here yet. So yeah, I'm a bit, I hate being indecisive. Let's go and have a look up this way, because this is where our AI limiters are, or where I'd like to do AI limiters. So maybe we could do it here, and maybe I could just ship some spare copper sheets over to the circuit board factory. Maybe that is what we'll do. So here we go. This is our quick wire. This is all ticking along nicely, I hope. Looks like it. So quick wire has been made here. Great. We love a bit of quick wire, we do. So how would I expand this? I think I'd have to add in another smart splitter. I definitely want it to get sunk as a last resort. We want it to go into storage as probably the second resort. And then the first option will be feeding a truck stop. Or feeding the AI limiters factory. Where am I going to put the AI limiters factory? Maybe we go above. There's loads of room in this cave. We could do it upwards. Should we do that? I think that would be cool. Let's get an idea of where our copper is first. Just so we've got a better clue about what we're going to do. Dink, here he is. 300 meters away. Unauthorized hostility detected. Hello, lads. Not in the mood for combat today. I know we'll have to do some fighting. Right, so the copper's all the way out here. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll just make... Oh, God. Hello, everyone. That's so annoying. So yeah, maybe we just set up a real quick little thing here that will let us extract some copper, and we'll just ship it over with a basic truck route. The only thing is, if I do that, how am I going to fuel the truck route? That's the only thing I don't like about trucks. You get a problem of how you fuel them. I think we'd have to think of something sensible where we'd end up... This is going to spiral, this project, if we do it this way, you know, everyone. But that's how this game works. So let's think about it. What fuel sources have I got near here? Have we got any coal? That would be a nice, easy one. Any coal? Any coal at all? I know there's coal down here. I know about that coal, man. Where's that other? Oh, we got a whole bunch down there. Oh, cripes. Guys, this is getting complex, isn't it? How do I do this? Okay, thinking of a different idea. So, we need some fuel. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me just think a little bit more before we start talking about it. Yeah, I think this is going to work. So what we're going to do is we'll go and unlock the next tier in the upgrade tree. Change of plan. We'll unlock that tier because if we do that, we can then start packaging fuel like we talked about. I was excited to do biofuel, liquid biofuel, which is one thing we'll do. But what I'm thinking we can do instead, or as well, first, is we'll just set up some regular packaged fuel. Because we've got some of that being produced right next to where we're making the plastic that we need. So that way I'm thinking I can make like a nice little fuel stop that our trucks can stop at just to refuel. The first time I ever did trucks, I made it so complicated. I made it so that at each place I had a pickup, I had a second fueling station, and then I had one truck that was going around filling all the fueling stations. Whereas, like, really, I think a simpler way to do it is to do one truck stop that doesn't ever get any goods in or out. It only has fuel waiting to go. So that's what we're going to set up. We'll set up a nice fueling stop. It won't be very far from our plastic production. And then any truck stops we make will always go to that route. Even if it's out of their way, they'll go there just to get fuel, just to carry on their routes. So let's see if we can unlock fluid packaging. And then we're going to set up something to start packaging some fuel, which is going to be exciting. Let's do this right away. I think I can do that right away. I'll go and pick up some sheets from the box here. Which one is it? This one? There we go. And at the same time, we'll look for some plastic in here. We'll take a stack of that, please. Right. There we go. Send that off. And let's have a quick look at those things, just so we can see what we've got. So, packager. So, he's like a constructor type building that takes in a solid material and a liquid material and spits something out. And he can spit out a liquid and or a solid. So there's lots of different recipes. You can use this for packaging and for unpackaging stuff, which is quite cool. Then we've got empty canisters. We need a constructor to make those for us. They're made out of plastic. You get alternate recipes that let you make them out of metal and stuff as well, which is quite cool. Then these are the different packaged products we can make. So we can package up water, oil, fuel, heavy oil residue, liquid biofuel, and we've now got the recipe for liquid biofuel. So let's go and set up some packaged fuel and see if we can start up a little tractor route, taking some plastic. No, what are we going to take? No, I don't want to take the plastic to the copper. I want to bring the copper to the plastic, I think. We're going to be making some copper in situ for our AR limiters, so we'll make sure we make more than enough, and then we'll ship the rest out to be used by our circuit boards. Oh, I should have looked at the buildings in a bit more detail before we started doing this, just to make sure that we've got this stuff ready to go. But hey ho, we move. So what I'm thinking of doing is I can decommission one of these power plants. You know, we've got so much power now. You know, dropping, what is this even producing? 250 megawatts, right? So that reduces our max from 34250 to just 32, which is just plenty. I'm not going to do it just now because that fuel is, you know, this will all stop production if it can't output. So we're going to leave that there. We'll probably like build around this. We've got this space in the middle here, which is quite good. Got all these leaves everywhere, which looks a bit trashy. I'm not a fan. Might have to make it just one more layer, like this. try and hide some of it. We're going to set up a little thing here that's going to essentially take the fuel output from this guy here, and we'll put that into a packager along with some empty plastic bottles, and then the packager is going to fill those bottles up for us with fuel. But the packager will need, the plastic bottles will need plastic, but thankfully we're making plastic right here, so that should be easy enough for us to do. I'm not seeing anything on these belts. Why is that then? What's going on here? Oh, lads. Lads. If you were watching carefully at home, you've probably shouted at me about this. You were like, mate, you didn't put any pipes connecting the oil. Right, we've learned a lesson here, haven't we? Is always stay behind and check that it works properly before we go. Never mind. Anyway, we're making plastic here, so we can use some of that plastic in our packager to make some plastic bottles. We should then be able to let us... oh, I'm on the wrong item. I was like, why can't I... Why is it not highlighting properly? Hello? Quite finicky sometimes, those guys. There we go. So this should start producing. Flipping heck, lads. That was a bad one, that was. Let's just keep covering this floor with some foundations. I think this should be enough room to do what we want to do. Let's get ourselves a large tower to stand on. And I'll try and figure out which direction we're going to do this. So, yeah, I'm going to be packaging the fuel up, and it would be nice to be able to send the fuel out. I don't know where we're going to put the truck stop, that's the question. This bit looks quite drivable, this terrain. And I think eventually this big flat bit is going to connect up to it all. So maybe the truck stop's going to end up just like here-ish. We'll see. So I'm just trying to get a plan in my head. So he's going to output the stuff. It's going to come into a thing that's here. Or maybe pilfer some of the plastic off of this guy. This conveyor as it's coming across to put into our packager, into our constructor that's going to make the empty containers. They can feed in, the fuel can come in, they'll get put into a packager, we'll feed that on a belt this way to go into a truck stop. Or maybe into a storage box and a truck stop. So we've got a nice big stockpile of fuel ready to go. Yeah, that should be cool. Just trying to think if I need to do anything else. Maybe eventually we'd set up like another fuel station somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not going to think about that just yet. It doesn't matter. Right. So let's go. Let's get started. We will first of all need to do our constructor that's going to make our empty packages, I think. So the buildings, the packager is quite a small building actually. It's about the same size as a foundry, I'd say. So he's not too bad. If I line him up with that looks like he's lining up with the fuel output automatically, which I love. So we'll take that like that. We'll come back here, we'll build a constructor, we'll make sure he's facing this way. That's cool. The constructor's going to output into here. We're also going to output fuel from the one guy over here into here. So I'm going to just line him up, not connect him just yet, but that's where that's going to go. So that's going to be bringing in the fuel straight into there. He's going to be providing the plastic. So let's go and see how much of the stuff we need. So if we're making packaged fuel, it would be expecting 40 fuel per minute. Now, I don't think I want to... We could do that if I hooked up this other guy, because I think these are both running at half at the moment. So we've only got 20, but that should be enough for what we need to fill up a truck stop to fill the cars that are driving around. It should be ample. So if we change this to be 20 per minute for now. So he's going to need 20 empty canisters a minute for that. So if we look in here, you can actually, so I've never talked about this, but you can just search this screen, which is quite, because the further you get, the more and more stuff gets on this screen. We'll make an empty canister. And again, we only want to make 20, so that's actually only 33.333, I think. 20 empty canisters a minute, so we only need 10 plastic per minute, which is nice. So that's also really good. So this is all coming out of Millhouse. I'm loving it. Let's stick a conveyor lift on the back of this guy. I think he needs to be 2 clicks up if we remember right. 2. And then hopefully, if I put a splitter here, it should, we'll do a smart splitter, should lock on, snap to, whatever the correct term is. Do that. So, oh, it's a little bit too high. Oh, I can't be having that. Hang on. That looks better. It's one click up. I must have got this. This one must also be slightly slanted then, or is it? No, how weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, doesn't matter. So now this is a smart splitter, so what I want to send this guy to do is the left will be his default. So I want the priority to be making fuel. And then going forward to storage and stuff will be the wastage. And this will just back up and then it'll just start siphoning off the rest. So this will still, ultimately, you're good if you've got a setup that is just constantly feeds. So let's just say this line had like, I don't know, 200, what's our maximum? 480 plastic per minute coming down it. You can just leave all of that plastic running and just siphon it off like this using splitters, and it's fine because this machine will only ever use as much as it can. So, you know, this belt will back up, but it will still only draw off exactly the right amount. I used to get really worried about that when I was first playing this. Like, how do you separate it? How do you make sure it's exactly the right number? And it's like, you don't need to worry about that. It will do that on its own. So here you go. Look, this is already backed up. So there he goes. He should now start overflowing. Come on. Come on. Please? Is this the center output? Where's the overflow? Oh, maybe it's just because they're taking a while. Come on, lads. Oh, there we go. There's the first one. So that's working how I expected. So that's good. I did need to wait and just make sure it was doing after the horrendous embarrassment of not connecting up that power station properly. Right, so he's doing that. So this guy's now making our 20 canisters. That's exactly what we want. He's going to spit them out here, go into here. He's going to then use them to package up into fuel, which is exactly what we want. And then we just need to ferry this fuel somewhere else. So why don't we do something like this? We'll try, no, what's happening there? Ah! I love that even after however many hundreds of hours I've played, I still press the wrong buttons all the time, man. Let's just do we'll make sure we're nice and high up and we've not got silly leaves poking through this time. Nature. What are you doing getting in my way? Let's get rid of these big mushrooms. Sorry lads, you look really cool. I do like them. What's going on? Why can't I cut this one? This game is odd with its quirkiness. Oh, I haven't got any bombs. We put them in the storage, didn't we? That's why. Right. Oh, bugger. It still counts. That's good. Right, can I shave these trees down, please? What is this about? Wild. Absolutely wild. Things like that bother me so much. It's just quite irrational. Right. So let's see. How good is this terrain? Like, I think actually we might just go for it and just join all of this up today. But for now, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's just... Well, actually, no, I think this bit's important. Actually, we probably need to do this connection first before we put a truck stop down, because it's going to inform where we put it, right? And we're going to have multiple truck stops here, definitely. So I just need to think about how they're going to work. Because I've always struggled to get them set up nicely so that the trucks don't interfere with each other and cause each other to get stuck all the time. I think the simplest way is you just build a big one-way system. So maybe we'll try doing that today. And that's what I'll start making everything do. That power line down there needs to move, doesn't he? I'm going to just build over the top of this all. Let's do it. Let's at least just connect this up with a little skinny road for now. Doesn't have to be too much. I just want to see what sort of... The height's looking quite good already, so that's great. If we just do... Let's go 10 that way a couple of times. We'll ignore the clipping wires for now. And we'll do 10 the other way. And hopefully we're in a good spot to do some foundations. foundations. Well, it's all foundations, Rob. To do some ramps. There we go, 2 meters. I'd like to try not using the 4 meter ones if possible. 1 meter ones are lovely and smooth. But the fact that that's sticking out there, I need to finish it, lads. Can't just leave it. Why is that not lined up? Oh, it's because the level of this is slightly higher. Oh, it's a little bit irritating. But I cannot be bothered to fix that. Don't think it should cause an issue. Okie doke. So this is the thing I'm thinking. See, if this is like, if we're going to do a one-way system, I need a fatter road than this, I think, just to be safe. So how I tried to think about it is like, now we've got, 2 tiles for each side, quote-unquote, side of the road. So that should keep it nice and separated and stop the trucks from bloody deadlocking. If we do that up here, hopefully we're just not encroaching on our hypertube. Oh yes, right at the edge, look. Right, so that'll do. So, let's have a quick look. Can we look from up here? Should give us a better vantage point. See what we want to do. So yeah, I'm thinking, where's our truck stops? So if we make a truck station, or we'll put him over here. Maybe I need this one to be kind of close to the front though. And actually this thing is just really... How did I miss this one? Right, for a second I thought it wasn't going to let me do it. It did. So if we're going to have a one-way system, I want to leave room up here for several truck stops that can come and pick up plastic and rubber when they need it. So, and that's going to take space because they're quite big assets. So, just as a placeholder, I do. Yeah, we're not going to put them this far back, so that's fine. We'll leave this tower where it is. So let's imagine they're driving up. I'm going to do left-hand driving because I'm British. So if they're coming up this way, we want to give them a room to loop around, touch. The petrol station's going to be over here, essentially. So we'll just put him here like this. That's fine. That's our petrol station. And then if I've got them, we just want to make sure they're far enough back from the main sort of highway that other trucks don't accidentally stop here when you're recording a route, which is kind of an easy thing to do by accident. And then we want to make sure they're... Yeah, I think this will be fine, just as a placeholder for now. It's very weird placing these because it places it around this little box. You can see it is a bit like, it's a bit awkward sometimes. Very tricksy. Let's do our H key, snap him forward a bit. Oh, nudge exceeds max distance. Not very helpful. Let's do it this way. Surface is too uneven. Give him a few. So this feels like a realistic amount. Like I don't think I could do another truck stop here. It would be too full. But maybe we can turn it this way. For this one at the end. Or maybe that... Yeah, because I like this to be like a loop, right? Look, I could fit another 2 here like this. So actually, I feel okay about that. We won't put any more down. We'll just leave these 2 here as placeholders. And then what did we want to do? We wanted to start bringing fuel over. That's what we wanted. So that guy over there is going to be our fuel depot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour him in the fix-it colour scheme because that's essentially the same colour as the fuel. So we know he's a petrol station. That's good. And maybe I'll make this guy blue in some capacity. Oh, we got a nice blue one. Oh, I kind of want to make my own blue. This one's kind of nice. It's not quite the right colour though. There's the plastic blue over there. Let's have a look. See if we can do a bit of colour crafting. Feels more like he's about here. And maybe we'll just soften it a little bit. Oh, I love tinkering with stuff like this, lads. Why am I so lame? We'll give it a gold secondary colour. Boom. Oh yeah, there we go. So that's our plastic being done in this one. This one could be rubber. The rubber's just black though, isn't it? It feels like a bit of a boring colour scheme to make. But we'll do it. I'll do it. Let's just make... So again, we'll give him the... I like giving them the little gold secondary colour. And then we'll do... Oh, he's like brownie colour. That's what we'll do. There we go. So that brown one's going to be our rubber one. That's fine. Cool. The other thing I recommend you do is, like, you can rename these stations, which is quite useful, and always check this stuff down here. The amount of times I've set up a truck route and then realised it isn't working, and because I didn't change one of these little toggles. So this one down here is the instruction to a car when it arrives here. Does it load stuff or does it unload stuff? So yeah, these are both going to be loading stations, so we don't need to worry about that for now. But you can rename them, is what I was trying to say, sorry, which is quite helpful. So I'm just going to call this like plastic pickup 1 for now, just so I remember. The main reason that's useful is because they show up on the compass look at the very top of the screen, so I just know at a glance where my different docking stations are, and I found that kind of useful. So this one will be rubber pickup 1, but we're not going to use it for a while, but we'll just name it anyway. Cool. I mean, what I could do here as well is, because these guys are so close to where we're doing the fueling, we can just do it this way, where we just put the fuel straight into here, and then the trucks on this route won't need to stop at the petrol station. And that's how I've also done it on other saves. But I think for now, from this point, we're gonna do it properly. We're gonna say that this is our petrol station. Everybody needs to go there, no matter what. We might have to expand this at some point and create a second petrol station somewhere else and set up another truck route to take the petrol there. But yeah, we'll figure that out when we need to. So let's... how are we going to connect this up? So we've got this guy. He's going to be spitting out the packaged fuel. I'm going to make a giant storage for that. And probably... Do we need to dimensional depot it? I don't think we do, actually. I might grab some. Is that in line? Oh, for a moment I thought it wasn't in line. I was like, my eyes. And we'll send some of this stuff this way. I'm trying to think how I want to do it. We'll do it out the top, actually. Maybe we'll use a couple of our favourite little blueprint guys. I'll put them right at the back here in case we do make any more. So we just keep a nice bit of distance. You know, you've got such a giant map in this game. I highly recommend that you keep things as spaced out as possible. Because I regret several things on my first save, and one of them was not knowing how much space I would need. Right, so let's get him into there. Is that nice and flat? Oh, it is. Satisfactory. Don't think we're going to get the same thing here, or are we? I know he's going down a little bit, but that's fine. Or maybe we don't do that yet. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. You go in there, and you can go in this one. Now we'll bring you down to the bottom tier. There we go. Then you can come all the way over here and feed this guy. And maybe actually we'll just do you like that first, and then you can go like that. So there we go, that's that hooked up. And the only thing we just need to think about is power for these guys. So I think we'll just break off a line here. You got a spare? Yeah. We'll pop one here, because this guy... Am I on the blue one? Am I on the blue one? No. Power the blue one for now. These guys do take quite a lot of power, by the way. They're 20 megawatts each, and they don't do anything most of the time. So don't go too crazy with them until you've got a good sort of bit of power set up, for sure. Let's pop... This guy can just go here. Run him down to this far end. Not quite straight, which is going to irk me a little bit. I think he's about there. And we'll hook him up as well. And then we'll just call this... What are we going to name this one? We'll just call this... just call it Fueling Station 1 for now. That'll do me. We might give them more specific names a little later. And it's not quite that important on these. Like when we set up trains eventually, the naming's more important because the way you set up the routes is automated. Like you just do it from a list. You say, oh, go to this stop, go to this stop, go to this stop. Whereas on the trucks you manually drive, so the names of the stops don't really matter, I don't think. But anyway, right. This is all looking funky. Let's just get it... Let's get it powered up. And we should have a nice bit of fuel getting produced, which I'm very much looking forward to. I didn't check where the power inputs were on these things, but no matter. Let's just do a nice little beam to about there. And then, where have we got wires? You got a spare? Not really. You have. That's perfect. So if I put one here, and do one about here, click, click. Get a torch on so we can see what we're doing. Right, perfect. Oh my god, and we're off. The only thing we need to do now is disconnect this and connect this. There we go, and we'll just let this power station run until he's run out of fuel. Nah, there's no point doing that, is there? Come here. Come here, mate. Okay, so that's phase 1 of our little side mission that we ended up making ourselves complete. So this guy's getting fuel. Perfect. We should be getting enough. Let me just double check again. Yeah, so you're making 20 per minute. And you're expecting 20 per minute, so that's cool. He's got the MC canisters coming in. So what are you waiting for? He's waiting for his fuel. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is the power grid blown? Oh, wait, was that... What's happened? I'm very confused by that. Why is our power grid blown, lads? Why is our power grid blown? Have I accidentally disconnected something? Have I disconnected our connection to the big power station at the back? Huh? Oh, lads. What has happened? I'm very confused. Because now we don't have any power to start things up again either. Oh, God. What's happened? I'm very confused. Let's go and look at this first. How have we tripped a fuse? These guys running? No, they're all red lights. Why is everything red lights? Guys, what's happened? Oh, it's nice having a proper emergency to deal with though, because it just looks like I'm really good at the game if I don't have one. Why did everything turn off? I really don't understand. Think about this. We disconnected that one other power station. Did that inadvertently just disconnect this? I think it must have. Hang on, I'm going to be lame. We're going to load the last autosave. And we'll just look at the wires before I delete the power station. Because that's probably all it is. And I do not want to go through the pain of sorting all that out again. Oh no, wait, the autosave was after that. God damn it. There it goes. Right, load game. We'll load the previous autosave. We'll try again. Try again. We got this. We can figure this out. Right, so what had I not done? We haven't done the power again. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Let's just redo what we did. So we took a wire from here so that we could power this guy. And we ran it down here so we could power this guy. Oh, I haven't got the conveyor belt there either. That's fine. Oops. Right. I think I must have just broken the connection, and then once everything turns off, you're in trouble. And it's a hard way. It's a big job to make it all work again for sure. So we're going to avoid that job right now. Because why wouldn't I? Hey. You're bothering me. Come here. Okie doke. Let's start this up again. What did we do? We connected this guy up. Oh, we've got to build the storage and everything. How did we do it last time? We made a little... Let's make some beams again. I like my little beams. How tall do you need to be? About 15 meters looks good. Where was it? About here? Oh, he's 16 meters. That is going to very slightly bother me. But right now, I just want to make this work again. Ah, why has that gone through like that? Good grief. Tidying up can wait. Right, get you on there. Get you on there. Get you on there. Get you powered. Get you powered. Get this connected. Let that start going. We should be safe to take this off. Because as long as this guy turns off, that's fine. But no, it can't be. What made the power cut? I really don't understand. For a second, I thought what was happening was that this thing was outputting in that direction. Wait a second. What's going on with my power usage? Why is it spiking up and down like this? Something weird is happening, lads. That's why the power went off. Oh man, it might do it again. Right, hang on. Let's make sure then. I'm going to actually stop this. We'll connect it back up. Get that one running again. Just so we've got as much power generating as possible. Look how quickly it came back. Interesting. But something weird is happening there, isn't it? Let's have a look at that. Where's a power? Oh no, we can just look at this guy. What on earth is happening with that? All right. This is a bigly crisis. We need to go and figure this out. It must be over here somewhere that something's going wrong. Let's go and check it out. Something must be backing up or not able to output properly. I'm just wondering whether it's there's something about how I'm syncing isn't fast enough or something like that. Maybe I've messed that up and I've done it with a slow belt. Because I did come back here and I messed with it and I added in a storage box so we could store some of that resin. That's probably... well, that's the only thing I can think. Look, yeah, some of the refineries are in yellow. So when I tinkered with this, I messed it up. Yeah, they're all level 1 belts, mate. It's level 1 belts, innit? So it's a level 2 conveyor lift, which is fine, but this should be a level 2 output. Ah, nuts. Right, in fact, let's just make it level 3 for a minute. So hopefully it can just pick up the pace, put him on a level 3 too. What's this little belt here? Yeah, I don't think we need to do that. But there we go, they should be coming through extremely quickly now. Right, now all of this should just level out again now. Oh, what an emergency. See, it's one of those things that makes me wish there were upgrades that let you have this sort of computer like in your inventory screen. I wish you could just look at your power grids at any time. There's a lot of little quality of things like that I'd do. But there we go, look how stable it is now. Right. Phew. Crisis averted. Because starting all of this stuff up again is a friggin' nightmare. So I would recommend you just use an autosave and try and figure it out before it happens. If this happens to you. There we go. Right, let's go back and decommission that power plant. We'll make sure our fuels production is going along. We need to get that storage box built again. We're quickly running out of time on the episode there. Like, I'm amazed it's taken us so long to do what we've done. But hey, that's how this game goes. That's why some of the stuff gets done off stream, because it's a lot to do. A lot to do. Well, what I'd like to try and do, at least before we finish today, is get a circuit board, rudimentary circuit board factory up and running. But we wanted to get the AI limiters up and running as well for that. Oh, Christ, what do we focus on? Maybe we do the AI limiters. Oh, no, don't fall down. Don't fall down. Maybe we'll get the AI limiters first. Now that we've got the truck stop set up, I can make a coal plant that's going to... a copper factory that will be able to set up a little truck route, and that truck route can like ferry the goodies to the AI limiters. And once we've done that, then I can start setting up the what are they called? Circuit boards here. Right, so let's disconnect this pipe, blow this up, come on. Right, no power going squiffy this time, please. Let's just have a quick check. You still smooth? Yeah, we've lost a little bit there, obviously, because we just destroyed a power plant, but we should be fine for a little while longer now. So, let's rebuild some of this stuff that we built. Or hacking and reloading. Save scumming. That's the word I was looking for. Hacking. Lol. Right, get him like that. How far over did we want to go? Maybe do it a little bit further. Oh, come on. These things are so bloody annoying sometimes. Let's put you here. That'll do. I'll put one here as well, please. Maybe about there. And then another one just here. And hopefully this will all be tickety-boo and running perfectly very soon. Right. Okay, that looks like it's set up. Have you made any... Oh, you haven't got an output. Jesus, I'm so bad. We're being sloppy today, guys. I love it. Right, so there goes our fuel, look. Yay! Fuel is being created. So let's go, we'll just dash over to where we wanted to make the copper. And then we're going to come back and figure all of this out soon enough. Oh, get in the pipe, Rob, get in the pipe. Right, so up towards our Kateria mine. So let's see, how long have we got? We've got about half an hour. Can we do it? We can if we just, if we montage it. But I'm not editing, so I'm not gonna sing the Rocky theme tune or anything like that, don't worry. But AI limiters are really straightforward to make. We just need some of this quick wire to be filtered off up here, and then we'll just, because I think they're just, you know, we just need one assembler up here effectively that can take in some quick wire and what's the other stuff? Copper sheets. So what I'm thinking we might do we make the copper sheets here, or do I make the copper sheets at that copper node? Because the circuit boards also need copper sheets, so I might just keep it simple for now. We'll make the copper sheets at the copper node, bring them here and take some as well off to the other place. oh wait, I'm thinking. Because if I do that, how do I do the... I'd have to have two trucks, I think. I'd have to have one truck that ferries the copper sheets to here, and then another truck that ferries the copper sheets all the way to the plastic. All the way to where we want to make circuit boards. This is what I always find difficult about these things. I'm not sure what's the best way to do it. But either way, I'm going to have to make two trucks, because even if I did... Let's think about it. If we just brought over the ingots to be made into copper sheets, then I still need to have two trucks to do that. So yeah, let's not sweat that. Well, let's get this set up and stop worrying about it, and we'll just deal with it. If it doesn't work properly, we'll make it differently. So, can I fit my assembler on top of here? I think he does, just about. Let me hold it, get rid of that thing. A bit hard to see actually, but he should fit this way. Oh, it bloody does. That's great news. So I'm going to plop him here. Let me just check real quick. So I think if we do AI limiters, copper sheets, quick wire, we should easily be able to get enough for both of those. 25 per minute. I don't think I need to make 5 AI limiters a minute. Definitely not at this point. But we'll try and do it at 100% capacity. So the only challenge then that's going to be is we're going to need to bringing up the quick wire from down here actually shouldn't be that hard. The inputs there, look. I might have to get rid of this ladder I've built. And we'll probably need to shift these around a little bit. We'll have another smart splitter here. So that's going to be our primary smart splitter. We'll have... Are these two going to are they going to play nice? Thank you. And those need to connect up as well. Why is that not working? Come on. Oh wait, they're facing the wrong direction is why. Curses. Smart splitter in that direction. Thank you. So we need to get back up here if we can. Ooh, that was a close one. So you can come up this way. I think I'm going to have to replace this because I don't always trust it to work when you do that. Right, there we go. So let's just think about this. So this box here, the default will be feeding up here to make these. Secondary will be feeding into there. And the tertiary will be going out to the awesome sink, which I've forgotten to paint. Keep forgetting to paint them. Why is that tower there? Let's get rid of him. Okay. So that's fine. Let's go and just configure this box down here so that this is set up correctly. So center output, overflow, this one, any, and we should start getting quick wire immediately going up. There it goes. One point of order we need to just double check actually is how much quick wire per minute that recipe needs. Actually, I don't need to do it this way. Let's do it this way. What are they called again? AI limiters? Oh, curses. Oh, curses. Right. 100 per minute, which is a lot. So the conveyor belts we're using are not fast enough to do that at the moment. So we might need to do a little bit of upgrading here. How much do each of these guys even make? I can't even remember. 37.5 each. We've got 2 of those. Okay, so we're making 75 a minute. We're not even making enough. Right. Does that mean all of these are backing up? No, no, no. Why is my maths being silly? It is 75. So, once these two join, this should be... Oh, it is already a Mark II. That's why nothing's backing up. Because I'm smart and I did it properly the first time. So I'll make that a Mark II. We'll make that a Mark II. This little bit here needs to be a Mark... These little bits, if you miss those, you've got to really be careful for those guys. So he's a Mark II already. This is a Mark II. That should be a Mark II. Then we should be okay. The only thing, this also needs to be a Mark II. Let's get up that ladder. Oh, the upgrades. The upgrades. Never ending. Right, so this is where we're feeding in. So this needs to be a Mark II. And also the top side needs to be a Mark II. So many. So many. Has that got a little bit of belt? No, no, it's just connected straight in, so that's good. So we know we're only making 75 quick wire a minute. I'm going to put this on 50% production, I think. So that some of the most of the quick wire can go towards making these AI limiters when we need them. But I'd like most of it. I'd like a chunk of it to go to storage at all times. Do I even need to do that though? Because think about it. No, I think I'm being daft. Let's just make it actually 75%. There we go. So that's going to use all of the quick wire we're producing here, and that's fine by me for now. I don't mind that, because in those rare times where our AI limiters are run out and we're making more, because it's going to fill up a box with AI limiters, and then put some of those boxes in dimensional depot as well. So I'm not worried about the storage aspect. I think we'll just extend this a little bit. We'll put our storage box here. I don't think it needs to be a big one, actually. Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. Let's just get rid of this. Get rid of this. And we'll just do the storage up here. I think it can just be a normal storage box. And we'll just make sure we put a dimensional depot on the top. And we'll connect these sides up like so. So at least our AI limiters get put straight into storage for us for now, and that'll be great. Let's just try and... Oh, lads. You're always beefing. I'm sad. I don't want to fight. Can't we just be friends? It's alright though. They can't jump. They don't know how to get up a little foundation, so we're safe. Whatever, guys. Whatever. Okay. So... that should be that sorted. We do need to plug it into some power eventually. But now, let's think about how we're going to bring the... creature is in the bloody way. Alright then, you leave me no choice. So we're going to make a little space here for our truck come and stop. The only thing is this truck is going to have to drive an incredibly long way to get fuel, but so be it. So be it. The only thing, I'm not sure about how that route's going to work out yet, and I'm just really conscious we're going to run out of time. So maybe we're just going to have to hard stop at the end of this, at the end of our time, and just deal with it, and we'll figure it out. What I'd like to do, so the truck looks like he's going to be able to drive this way fairly easily. Can I go that way? Yeah, because we start cutting into the ground, into the actual landscape quite nicely here. So I'm happy we can make a little truck stop here, that the guy can come and drop off his stuff. The bit that's going to be hard is how he gets fuel as well. So yeah, and this looks like a good sort of natural road going this way, look. So maybe I'm a bit hasty building these. And maybe what we should do is build some foundations. Right, so these boxes got anything in there just from before? Oh, what the heck is all this stuff? I obviously ditched this many episodes ago and just completely forgot about it all. I'm just going to leave that for now. I can't be bothered thinking about that. Let's get up to... Who else wants a fight? Oh, hello. You did get up here. There you go. Nighty night. So let's go and remind ourselves, where was this other copper? I'm just going to extend this bit right out. Real quick. There we go. I think it was up this way, wasn't it? No. More pesky hogs. Where was it? Just there. Okay. So this is looking like a nice route for us to drive. Come here, mate. I just want to do what I'm doing in peace. Thank you. So yeah, this looks, you know, the route to where we want to make the AI limiters is fine. So we need to get building here real quick. Let's see if we can do this. Where's my miner? Here he is. What am I missing? Portable miner. Story of my life, mate. Always missing the portable miner. See, a part of me is even tempted to just set up some automation of all portable miners, so I'll just have them forever in my portable storage, in my dimensional depot sort of thing. But that's a job for another time. You can always just make yourself a new job in this game. It's terrible. Yet also excellent. Well, we definitely don't need a miner Mark 2. I think we're good with just a miner Mark 1, right? He's a normal. Let's put... We're not even going to do anything. Or maybe we will do something a little bit. We'll use the blueprints just to make it tidy. In case we need to expand the production here. So I wouldn't want to rule us out from, you know, being able to produce more when we need to. Who's seen me this time? What unauthorized hostility. Who's around? There's no one here. Confused. Anywho. So, let's get ourselves a smelter real quick. And in fact, we got to try and do a little bit of maths here. So copper sheets. I've got some copper sheets being made at home. But those are just storage. We're not making loads. But let's think about this. I need to make... What was the recipe we were looking at a minute ago? AI limiters. And we did this down to, what was it, 75%. That's going to need about 19 per minute, okay. And then our circuit boards, how many do they need? 15. So we need about 35 per minute. Oh, that was a bit hasty closing that as well, so let's have a look. No, I want to look at copper sheets. So 20 ingots will make 10 per minute. So we actually need to use this entire thing. I'm not too worried though. The AI limiters will back up and not be constant. So that's fine. They'll get delivered what they need and then they'll just stop. Part of me is tempted to just conveyor belt the limiters to that little factory. But no, let's do it like we said. Okay, fine. Sorry, there's a lot of like, you gotta think a lot. And I like thinking out loud. So let's get these blueprints down. So we need a couple of these smelters. So we're not even gonna, oh no, I'm gonna have to build foundations first. I can't do it not on foundations. So let's just get a quick little layout done. Doesn't have to be fancy. Now we can get our blueprints down. So let's get a smelter, a couple of smelters, a couple of, in fact, let's try and think about this in a sensible way. In case I do increase the production here, what's the most sensible thing to do? I think if we put two of these right next door to each other like this, we'll put the constructors the other side. They're in left outright as well, right? Yeah, yeah. So if we drop him here, and you, oh look, that last one's in the wrong bloody place. Why is it so tricky to get things in the right place in this game sometimes? Right, get rid of you. Right, okay, one there, one there, one there. We've got 3 constructors to make our copper sheets. It's not going to be quite enough. We might overclock one of them. We'll have to overclock this thing a tiny bit as well to do that. Because in the moment, he's going to provide 60. I think we need... Hang on a sec. No, I did it again. Let's have a look. So if I wanted 35 of these, that means... Hang on, if I just want 15... Yeah, that needs 10 extra ingots. So we want to make sure that this guy is outputting 70 per minute. And then we want one of these smelters to be able to take a little bit more. Maybe we'll just split it between them. I don't mind that at all. So we'll make this guy take 35 per minute. No, wait a second. That doesn't seem right. That he's also on 116 per minute now. Oh no, it is right. It is right. Brain, man. No. No. Good grief. You're definitely on copper, yes. Okay, so those guys are set up to produce what we need them to produce. These guys we need to make copper sheets. And I'm going to overclock you and get you to make 15 per minute. And then you're just going to make 10. You're going to make 10. Slightly overproduced, but I'm not really worried about that right now. We can put a sink on here if we want to just keep the excess flowing out. But we'll do that probably by the truck stop in a second when we make that. Right, so their recipes are all set up. Their recipes are set up. Let's do the conveyor belts. This guy's facing the wrong way, isn't he? Let's put him facing a nicer direction. Can you just face... Oh my god, is that lined up? Oh my god, it's lined up. That's amazing. You can output into there. We need to update you though, because we made you do 70 a minute, wasn't it? Was my numbers right there? Yeah, 20. It's 20 ingots to make 10 sheets. So that would use all 60. We want another 5 sheets. Did we want another 5 sheets? Was it another 15? Is my math being wrong here? Why am I not... I'm going to have to bloody check again. This is a bit embarrassing. I wanted to make 35. That's what it was. So we made... Yes. I won't let me do it that on here because 25 is the most you can make. But if I updated one of them to produce 15, that would need an extra 10. Okay, I've double checked my maths, everyone. I'm happy. So we just needed an extra 10 per minute. There it is. Now it's that 116.6667. So that's fine. Right, you are there connected to that. We need some power here as well. Let's just get a power line down like that. And then you guys actually need to stretch over this way as well. Right, that's those hooked up. Then we need to do conveyor belts. Oh, actually this one needs to be a Mark II. I might just do them all as Mark II, so I do... Oh my god, where did you just come from? You must be the enemy from before. Come here, for God's sake. Stupid creatures. Right, conveyor belt Mark II. Back to there. They're going to output in this direction. That output needs to come this way. Oh. Feed into here. And then you need to feed into there. And into there. And these guys all need to feed into each other. They are going to output straight into a truck stop, I think. Oops. Not mean to do that. See, I'm just thinking, I just wanted to leave some space in case we wanted to increase this. So now I've got the option, I can just double up the smelters, double up the constructors, and then increase the miners' output if we needed to make more copper sheets. But I think for now this is going to be okay. So we've got plenty of space. Let's just make sure we put our truck stop. Thing is, I'm going to need 2 truck stops here. One that's going to feed the AI limiters. Okay, and then one that's also going to feed our... what are they called again? Circuit ports. I might actually need to expand this a bit further. This should stop those silly spiders respawning as well, which is always good news. Right, and then here, let's make a truck stop on this side. One here. Oh, I haven't got enough modular frames. Not even up in my box at home. Well, okay, I guess we're just making one for now. Dang. Completing that little tier milestone thing really screwed us over. We might need to increase modular frames production at some point. I was going to add it to the to-do list. Maybe I should. Hang on. Increase mod frames. Okay. So we got our truck stop. This guy's going to be doing the copper for us. So that's grand. We'll just connect it to some power, and we'll run this power. We need to run this power all the way back to our grid now. And then this stuff should just start working. We are getting close to time, so we might not have time to set up the route today. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. So is our truck's going to be able to come this way. That's quite nice. So I'll just... Power line can take a shortcut down the hill. Hello. So this bit's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's connect him up. And I just want to now make sure that what we've got up here is actually producing. I think that's much more important than setting up the tractor route just now. So we'll just have a quick look at this, and well, it depends. We've still got a bit of time. We'll see. We'll see. It shouldn't take long to set up the tractor route. Right. So this guy's looking cool. Very nice. Very nice indeed. In fact, I've just thought... Sorry, it's complete tangential. Did I put any of that packaged fuel in here? I've only got 6. Oh, that's some I found before. Maybe we should put the packaged fuel in there, because I could use it instead of the biofuel in my jetpack, and it is a bit better. Okay, this looks like it's working. So you're doing 70 a minute. Let's just double check all of our maths, shall we? Because I'm quite bad at doing this. We're making 70 a minute. He's using 35. He's using 35. So that's making us a total of 70 ingots, which are getting fed over. It looks like everything's working just lovely. That is part of the joy of doing these blueprints, is you don't have to think too much about what you're doing. But at the same time, that does also causes pitfalls, doesn't it, dear viewer? Anyway, we're making 70 ingots. Are we using 70 ingots? He's using 30. You're using 20. And yours using 20, which adds up to 70. So I'm happy with that. I just need to get rid of this big tree. I'm very sorry, big tree. You're right in the way of all my lovely machines. So that's going to be making our copper sheeting for us. Off it goes. We then want to... Oh my god, let that output actually go somewhere would be a good plan, Rob. So the first stop will be just putting a little box here so they can just output correctly. We'll make that like that. I don't think we're quite making enough for a level 2 belt, but we've done it now. And then that's going to just feed into here. And I think what we'll do I want to sink some of it? I think I do need to sink some of it because we're slightly overproducing. So we can probably just clear a few of these trees real quick. And we'll put an awesome sink just right here, I think. Get an awesome sink up here on the dirt. Just do it a little bit more ad hoc. Oh, I like that. Doing a bit of a random not on a foundation build. We'll do a smart splitter here. And we'll configure this to say that forward is going to be overflow and right will be any. And we'll connect you up. Get you connected to the truck stop as the first priority. Overlapping another object's clearance. Is it? Wait, what? What's that mean? What's going wrong there? That looks like a perfectly valid conveyor belt to me. Was it the traffic light? The traffic light? The power pole? That doesn't make any sense. We'll just do it like that for now. If it works, it works. We'll connect this one up as well so that it can start syncing when it needs to. But this is cool. So there we go. We've got this set up. We have got just under 5 minutes left, so we'll just try and set up this truck route, I think. We need to do one more thing. So this looks like it's working. We haven't checked that it's efficient and this one, but we're going to have to just trust it for a moment, I think, in the interest of time. Let's hop down this hill real quick. We need to make another little truck stop here. I also need some fuel for the truck. So we're going to have to start the truck, I think, at the far end of this destination, far end of its journey. Now, the only thing that's hard here is making sure that the truck stop is on the left, because that's what we want, right? We wanted to try and do a left-hand rule. So even when we're using these roads, I want my cars coming on the left. I want them to stop on the left. No cutting across the lane, none of that stuff, because that eventually causes problems. Always does. So we're going to need to get rid of this trash real quick. Try doing it here because it feels like this little skinny bit here is going to have to be our road. It is quite narrow. What's in here that I couldn't pick up? Don't care about that. Don't care about that. That's fine. Don't care. Let's just get rid of these so they're not in our way. We have got a lot of junk in our inventory actually. I don't think it's an issue right now actually. We can live with it. So the vehicle's going to come up this bit. It's quite narrow, it's quite skinny, but it'll do. Donkey, it'll do. So I'm going to try and squeeze a truck stop here. It's not going to look pretty, but I'm okay with that, I think. What is going on here? Why is it twitching out so much? What is going on? I just want to do a slightly elevated... Oh, now I'm inside a block. Great. I just want to do a slightly elevated platform here. And I'm going to put the truck stop sort of like in the wall a little bit. Just so it's sight out of mind. But I have noticed before that the truck stops seem to like reach down. They don't need to be exactly level. They don't have to park exactly in front of it. So it is quite handy in that sort of sense. How am I going to... Let's just try and place it and see what happens. That's the wrong button. Truck station. Missing materials. Why have I not got any more reinforced... no, those modular frames. Feels mad that they're not filling back up again. Something feels wrong. Maybe we're going to have to call it here, guys. We'll go and have a quick look and investigate this issue real quick. Because we haven't got enough modular frames to just throw down a truck station. And it's the same number. It hasn't gone up since the last time it told me that we didn't have any. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. Because it should be going up. I know we're using them, and they're on this belt, right? Trying to see underneath us. So we're sending them down from this factory here that's making them. They're going down there to make something for us. Look, the belt's packed up under here. So what's going on? Why are they none just coming through? Where do they come from? Right at the top. Let's go and see. Have I accidentally done something which has meant this whole episode they're not producing? Nope, there they come. They are just producing quite slow. It is 2 per minute, which isn't very much. Okay, so I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with what's happening, but a few of them are getting pulled off, and there's just, this belt is long. Look how much stock we've got on this belt. It's just like all the way down here. So if we grab a few more, we can go and start. We can still go. Let's try and get this truck stop finished before we wrap up today. I'll just do this. Can I grab some more, please? Oh, there we go. I've got no more room. Fine. Let's trash all of those leaves. Grab a few more as we go. There's so many of them just sitting on this belt that are waiting to be used. That's fine. And I think, wait, have we got the balance wrong? Hang on. So these little frames, where are they coming into? Is it into here? Yeah. How many frames are you using a minute, sir? 1.5. Damn. So that is the reason. That is the reason it's causing us such issues. So we do need to, that's going to have to go on the list, increase, oh, I already put it there, didn't I? Yeah, increasing modular frames is definitely going to happen. I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, there is no way we're going to be able to do this route today. Because we've got to drive from all the way up there to all the way over here. And look, we need to get foundations set up. We need to, yeah, there's a lot to do, guys. So I'm sorry, we're going to cut it here. We'll cut it here. We'll resume from here in the next one. I'll probably record it straight away. Although my voice is a bit tired, we'll have to rest for a little while. But yeah, we need to sort this all out. And we'll get these routes set up, and it'll be very satisfying once we've done it. Sweet! Okie doke. Right, well, cool. Let's leave it right here. Oh, well, actually, let's see if we can get this truck stop down in a decent place, and then we'll finish there. So I can build the truck station. So this is a bit cheaty when you're doing stuff like this, because, like, I can't do it too far back, because I want to be able to access the ports on the back. This is going to be a challenge, actually. Which way were we coming? Down this ramp? Or was it down this ramp? Yeah, we might have to... Oh, golly gee. Yeah, it's this way. So we might have to try and do something where we ferry the cars out around the side, so we've got more room to put the truck stop down. Because the truck stop needs to be in a place where... I'm just going to dump it. We'll figure this out next time. But you need to be able to access these ports on the back so that I can send up the stuff and send it up there into that factory. But hey ho, that's going to be a problem for next time. Guys and girls, thank you so much for hanging out with me as always. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good fun. I'll catch you very soon in the next one.